Up towards turn 3, Max Mock and Ryan Dyperbeam round the outside of the Ferrari. He's going to go for it. The Haas on the Scuderia, wheel to wheel. They go through turn 3, and the Haas with a beautiful move, and that is Xavi on the Ferrari. The Ferrari just losing grip there, and through Xavi goes in that Red Bull. The McLaren on the back of the Alpine of Oliver de Mose as well. Super Turbo up to P4, having a super race. Here comes Reese on tyres. The Williams and the Ferrari as they shoot down towards Ascari. And Reese is going to take the lead in this Grand Prix. So T's back into second position. Here's Super Turbo on Dev P as well. Is he going to take a look at the runner-up of last season? He's got a bit more straight line speed as he goes down towards Parabolica. All 20 drivers still in this race. And Super Turbo is up into the podiums in the gold division here at his home Grand Prix. And that's a yellow flag. And that's another safety car. Why is a safety car coming out when there's no DNF? PX limits round the outside of the house. The Alpine into Tamburello, and they've collided. He needs to watch out for the drivers. They don't ghost. Oh, wow, that was so close. So Habits had to let one of the drivers back through. I think he's had to slow down as well. Jack trying to battle with the Alfa Romeo and the Alfa Romeo. Oh, and they've gone wide, and the track is getting very slippery. The intermediates are struggling here, Trubo. Up P4, B-Right is through on Fanfness, the Alfa Romeo and the AlphaTauri side by side going into turn 1, and the AlphaTauri just nearly hits the Ferrari, and that's Fanfness of the Alfa Romeos there as well. DJ Harvey with a time penalty. Oliver de Mose is through on DJ Harvey, and B-Right has collapsed the back of Optimal in the Alpine, who's just joined back and entered his car, and Fanfness is through and down the inside as they go down towards Della Roggia, and he's been clattered by B-Right in the Alfa Romeo, and Fanfness is round. Dev P has spun it. Reese has been overtaken by Banter Brandon, and there's action everywhere again.
Nice out of the way we go. Crippy's already got a drive-through penalty for jumping the start. Great to see Crippy back in now, but he will have to fight back from there. Mad J getting in front, and now Vega under pressure from height in there into turn 1. Vega trying to go round the outside, returns to the inside for turn 2. As you can see, the Alpine and the Williams pushing Vega through, and Mad G is now checking out in front. As you can see, Mia Grandis around the outside of Heighton. It's going to be a good battle. He might even get Vega here if he's quick enough. Just using the back out of it there, as is Heighton. Good race from the pair of them. Podge slots in, as does Reese, the driver in P7. Tinsley having a great run of his teammate and going down the inside of turn 5. And a good move there from the Mercedes driver to get back.
Let's fucking go! Yes! And it's all 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. It comes through. B-Right wins here in USA. Pole position for Meskaya. Oh, fucking what? Who was that? Who was that? Ben, why are you fighting with Meskaya like that?
Está ahí, me estás a hacer. Ahí me está. Quítate.
We've been waiting waiting for this all season long. The finale, the title decider, under the lights here in Abu Dhabi. It's lights out, away we go.
We go down towards Blanchimont at turn 17, and the Ferrari driver down the inside of the McLaren, and in comes the Aston Martin. The pace was unreal. It was sickening, and down the inside, what a dive from the Aston Martin. That is one of the best overtakes you will see in Belgium this evening. Can Dilly stay in the slipstream? And look at that, Lude gets past Josh Hearn and Nova Apollo in that Alpine, and they go 3 wide into turn 5. And the Alpine just goes out wide, slides a little bit, but he stayed on track, and Nova Apollo just trying to stick with that Mercedes and nearly onto the gravel. Great racing here in Belgium.
Yellow flag behind us, yeah. Are the nerves starting to kick in here, Ben? Cars has spun it! Cars has lost it! Cars has spun his car around!
Spun. Oh my god!
It's Bahrain to P3 and Cars has spun it in the middle in the final sector. Is anyone gonna gamble? Is anyone gonna box?
What's Blake doing? He don't know what to do. He stopped on track. You can't do that, Blake.
And Sandro stayed out.
He has stayed out. How many others are going to stay out? What's Blake doing? He's reversing out of the pit lane. He's trying to reverse out of the pit lane. What is he doing?
He's been disqualified. Oh, that's his own fault.
What is he doing? That is his own fault.
The most wholesome reaction to a race win.
Come on, Benny.
Oh my god.
Come on, Ben.
Get in there, Ben. Let's fucking go! Yes! Yes!
Come on.
Yes!
My guy.
Yes!
Come on.
Get in, Ben. Love you. Oh, I love you so much, boys.
Come on, Ben.
Just touching the rear diffuser of that Williams of tyres as they come through Maggots and Beckett as well. He gets a great exit. Cars already with a time penalty. That's going to be crucial come the end of this race. Here comes Bad Boy Man as well. Max Muck into the slipstream, late on the brakes. Absolutely side by side as they come through Stowe. The Williams going to try and come back at him, but Maximum with a bit more straight line speed is through and up to P5. PX Limits, look how close he is to Reese. Through Campus and down towards Stavelot they go. Round the outside, he's going to try and do the old switcheroo as they go down towards Paul Frere at turn 16. And he's got a bit of grip, and here comes PX Limits right back at you. And wheel to wheel, side by side they go towards Blanchimont and then towards turn 18. Anybody respond? Jake and PX get a little bit heated there, and into the sandwich goes Jake, who has to back out as well. And there goes Reese back into P2. What a battle this is for P2 as Reese goes out wide. Here comes Jake. PX Limits will go back up to P2. Jake into the slipstream as well. Can he make a move? Reese with the straight line speed down towards Les Combs at turn 7. And Reese back up to P2 as PX Limits and Jake squabble for P3 and P4 as Adidas just watches the mayhem unfold in front of him. That is the Williams on the McLaren as well as they come up towards turn 3. Max Mock and Ryan Dyperveen round the outside of the Ferrari. He's going to go for it. The Haas on the Scuderia, wheel to wheel. They go through turn 3 and the Haas with a beautiful move. And that is Xavi on the Ferrari. The Ferrari just losing grip there. And through Xavi goes in that Red Bull. The McLaren on the back of the Alpine of Oliver de Mose as well. Super Turbo up to P4, having a super race. Here comes Reese on tyres. The Williams and the Ferrari as they shoot down towards Ascari. And Reese is going to take the lead of this Grand Prix. So T's back into second position. Here's Super Turbo on Dev P as well. Is he going to take a look at the runner-up of last season? He's got a bit more straight line speed as he goes down towards Parabolica. Oh, 20 drivers still in this race. And Super Turbo is up into the podiums in the gold division here at his home Grand Prix. And that's a yellow flag. And that's another safety car. Why is a safety car?
Hello. Can anybody hear me? Let me do a quick sound check. Hello. There we go. What's going on, guys? This is the title decider here in Abu Dhabi. Two rivals, one from Britain and one from Belgium, go head to head. 12 points separate them. Here it is, the final round in Formula 7 Realistic. The difference is a podium or not to be crowned world champion here this evening. What a race we have in front of us, and I am joined by Super Turbo as well. I don't know when he will be here though, but I'm pretty sure he's coming in. So we are into Q1, 19 drivers on track.
I had my mic muted. I was talking the whole time. Hello.
No worries. What's going on, Turbo?
What
a race. Yeah, Bernardo wants to
yeah.
again. Jesus. I hope they
here we
fix
go
this
already.
crossplay for next season. I really do.
Yeah, as well with the lag spikes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to do a quick sound check. I want to see what the stream sounds like because I didn't like it the other day.
Yeah. So let's go. Oh! Time for F1 is already out.
Yeah, time for F1 is already out. He's lost it coming through turn 2 and 3.
Ooh.
Tricky part of sector 1.
Must say he does park his car nicely.
He wants to watch out because ghosting isn't on, remember?
Oh yeah, fair. I hope someone crashes in.
Time says nice one, Rob. I don't know what that means, but all 20 drivers are in. We have Godzilla, who's on a flyer, who's coming through sector 2. I just want to make sure he's the front runner. We do have Bad Boy Man as well. Bad Boy Man is the lead car in that Mercedes. The Dutchman is on a lap here in Q1. We'll be very surprised if Mercedes doesn't get into Q2 here tonight in Abu Dhabi. Under the lights, just glistening away. That silver arrow.
Yeah, and the other Dutchman behind him of East, who is racing, finally.
Well, by man number 124.2. And then it is East in the Aston Martin who's going to hit the line, but he doesn't set a lap. He
He's
must have
starting a
invalidated
lap.
it. Yeah, just starting a lap. So it will be Godzilla who is out on their mediums. Godzilla to the line. Mad G in the Alpha Tauri. Liam comes through in the Alfa Romeo 125.6. He will be racing for Mercedes next season. Incredible for him. Very lucky to get that seat with his team principal moving up to Mercedes, taking both his drivers with him. And what a season that Liam and Suss are going to have in that AMG Petronas car. East is on a lap, but he's invalidated it. Zeta as well has also invalidated it. Banana in the Williams is on an out lap. Got driver of the day last week. Can he repeat that here in Abu Dhabi? He's, I think, he's going to be next to the line. He is. So it is going to be the Williams of Forza, of Banana, sorry. Forza Ferrari is not here today.
He's the reserve for Forza.
I know, yeah. So Forza is not here, Banana is here, and he is on an outlet, so we will stay on board with him. He's got a little bit of traffic behind him, but let's see what he can do. He finished P7 last week, which was an incredible result in Japan. But here we go, on board with Banana as he goes down towards turn 1, going out wide, and he just wants to dive into turn 1, not touching any of the inside curb as he just throws you out into turn 2 and 3, just easing on the half throttle as you go round turn 3, and then down towards 4 and 5 at the hairpin. Into 5, slamming on the brakes, easy on the pedal. Out of turn 5 he goes, and then down the huge straight where you'll get that DRS. You will get them overtakes here today, reaching around 205 miles per hour, and then hitting that turn 6 and 7. You need to get this right. You go out wide, you're nice and neatly in there through turn 6 and 7, and then the second DRS zone. DRS activated really early on, up to around 200 miles per hour, about 5 miles per hour less than turn 6. In towards turn 9 he goes at the hairpin. The long left-hander now is taken out. Turn 9 and 10 that used to be. Banana goes through and all the way up towards turn 12 where he slams on the brakes and over the curb he goes, using the left-hand side. Not a really tidy line as he goes through turn 13 and 14. The Latifi corner, out of turn 14 and in towards 15, just easing off the throttle a little bit to not invalidate it. Into 16, down the pit straight, and the Williams goes P5. So good lap by him.
Who is on a lap? I think it's one of the Alpha Tauris, isn't it?
Deadly is on a lap. He's just behind the Williams, I think, of Rob, who's also on a lap, but he moves out the way. Mad G,
Good sportsmanship.
Deadly goes out wide there, maybe a little hindered. But here comes Deadly out of turn 16. He goes to the line, goes the Alpha Tauri, and it's P4.
The Alpha Tauris are gonna need it today, seeing as they're in a little bit of a championship battle of their own. With the car you're on board with right now, Nathan.
Yeah, the Haas and the Alpha Tauri battling out for 7th in the Constructors, which is really good for them. Also another battle as well, I think, with Aston Martin being minus 15 million, they will be deducted 5 championship points once again, which means it puts Williams 1 point behind them going into this final race. That is the difference between 20 million.
20?
P10 and P9 is a difference between 20 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So that's an interesting one going into there. Here comes Etu for an outlap.
Good point, Alvaro. Rest in peace, Aston Martin team boss.
I know, that's the second time that they've gone into a minus deficit, and we have to keep it consistent throughout the season. I even deducted myself 5 championship points earlier on in the season, so...
While you had only 1.
Yeah.
You were -4 at that point.
I know.
No, but Aston Martin also had both team principals being in debt. So Pera was in debt at the start of the season, and then Kaz got into debt as well.
Yeah.
So
I think
not very good financially.
It was really unfortunate for Aston Martin because they had both their drivers DNF, which is 10 million, but then you get an additional 10 million if both your drivers DNF in the same race. So really unfortunate for them.
Did you also deduct reserve costs last week then?
I have not taken reserved costs off yet.
Oof, that will put them even more into debt. Wait, who was their reserve?
Two for Zetu. The Finnish driver is absolutely flying again.
On the mediums.
He's been incredible, Zetu, this season. Absolutely incredible. Coming through sector 3 up towards turn 15 and 16. It goes the Haas driver in towards 16. It looks like a pretty good lap. And down towards the line he goes, and it's P7 for Zetu on the mediums. That is faster than an Alpha Tauri and an Aston Martin. There's a few big drivers on laps now. We've got Fanfinus and Henke in the Mercedes in the Ferrari. You got B-Right still in the pit lane. Maxi Block's on an outlap as well, the championship contender.
B-Right has just come out, I think. Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
He's out as well.
So we've got Fanfinus, Henke and Matt Robertson all on laps in the bottom 3 at the moment. So we will see
Honestly,
what these can do.
Kaz, if you're watching this, you will be 22.5 million in debt once we deduct the reserve costs of last week. Get your things together.
I know, yeah. Here comes Henke. All the way down the straight towards turn 9. What can the Ferrari driver do? We know how quick he is. He's absolutely incredible.
Purple sector 2.
He has. He's flying once again. He does have Fanfinish just in front of him, who does come into a little bit of traffic in the Mercedes. And he's just coming in towards turn 16 now. Goes Fanfinus. Let's just have a look at the times. The Mercedes to the line, goes P2 just behind his teammate. Here comes Henke in the Scuderia, getting in a bit of traffic.
There's an Alpine ahead, yeah.
And he already goes fastest.
Doesn't stop him though.
6 tenths quicker than the Mercedes. Wow. I think Matt Robertson.
Oh, and the Alpine.
Matt Robertson to P9.
Rest in pieces.
Here we go, the championship contender of Maxi Block and Banana. I think you might be alright. I'd just weigh it up for another 2 or 3 minutes. Maxi Block in the Scuderia coming through sector 3. The championship contender will obviously get through to Q2 if he makes no mistakes here or does not invalidate it. He doesn't need to risk it at this point in Q1. He doesn't really need to push yet. So here comes Maxi Block up towards turn 15 and 16. Goes the Ferrari driver, and just chopping over that curb. Down towards the line it goes, and the Scuderia is up to P2. It's a Ferrari 1-2 in Q1, and it's B-Right who has invalidated it. Wow. So B-Right needs to be careful here. He's already pushing when he doesn't need to be. So B-Right needs to be very, very careful.
Yeah, he could have also had a little snap of oversteer in the right hand, the fast right hander down the hill towards the hairpin. Could have also been there, you know. It's easy to invalidate on this track, so.
It is.
Just hope it isn't the big chaos it was last week in Japan. Because that was Safety Car Festival.
And split the 2 Ferraris. So, really well done to him.
Let's see. B-Right, where are you? B-Right, is he going into the pits? Yes, he is. B-Right went into the pits after invalidating his lap.
Yeah, he needs to be careful here, Trubo, because he's...
Only 5 minutes left, yeah. I mean, Maxi Block will be cheering in his car right now.
Yeah, he will like the look of that.
I like Maxi's helmet.
Ferrari once again have brought in Henke as a reserve to go for that pole position.
I just love Maxi's helmet. I'm in love with it. Definitely not because it's my helmet as well. Let's see, who's on a lap? I want to have someone who's on a lap. I'm gonna pull up the corner names. Corner names, Abu Dhabi. Do they even have names? I don't think they have names. They don't have any names.
What's this? Sorry.
I'm looking for like the corner names of the Abu Dhabi circuit, but they don't have names.
No, it's like West Stand and all that. They don't really have names.
Oh, I wanted to try. I wanted to try pronounce some Arab names.
Rob J. Lewis is going into the pit lane. Godzilla is down on his lap time.
Oh yeah, the Latifi corner, indeed.
Yeah,
the
that's
Latifi corner exists. Alvaro, you're right, mate.
The Latifi corner. Banana is 1.5 tenths up in the Williams here with 3 minutes to go. So
this
Banana,
guy reserves every week.
Banana.
And I haven't seen him drive as well as in the Williams.
Yeah, he's been incredible, Banana. Been an incredible reserve. Godzilla is just in front of him actually in that Aston Martin, so he's going to try and improve as well. The drivers at risk at the moment are B. Wright, who's on an outlap, East, Sharvey and Rob J. Lewis. Time for F1 already out. That's a yellow flag. Maxi Block, Bad Boy Man and Liam all retire for now. So Godzilla in the Aston Martin just coming towards sector 3 now. Don't worry, Rob. It's okay, mate. So
oh, Banana outbraked himself! That might have lost him the time he gained.
Yeah, he was up as well. Godzilla's into the pit lane. So he's not going to go for another lap here. And Banana is
in the pit lane as well, yeah.
He does have that safety net though, but we will go on board with the championship leader here in Abu Dhabi. It is B. Wright in the Red Bull, just coming out of turn 5 and down the DRS straight towards turn 6. If he invalidates it here, it could be game over. He needs to be careful, he needs to be cautious and just make it through. So here comes B right in towards turn 6. I think he will just take it easy here and just navigate his way through into the second session of the night. But the Red Bull down towards turn 9 at the hairpin.
Second sector purple for B right.
Mad G to the line as well, goes P10. Mad G, that pushes Matt Robertson in the bottom 5. And Godzilla is now the driver at risk.
No, Matt Robertson, right?
Matt Robertson is the driver at risk, sorry, yeah. But he is going.
Yeah, I was about to say. You're just forgetting about time? That's
yeah, I'm just thinking B Wright's going to come through now and it's just going to push them down. So that means that Matt Robertson is in and Godzilla is now the driver at risk.
Yeah, fair enough, mate.
So can Matt Robertson improve? He's got his teammate in front of him. That is TTL Dennis, who is giving him the slipstream. The McLarens are trying to work together here in Abu Dhabi as he dives out of the way. Well done to the two McLaren drivers.
At point there.
Absolutely.
Teamwork on point. Love to see it, mate. Love to see it.
So what can Matt do? The 2 Alpha Tower is also just coming through sector 3 as well, but it is the 2 McLarens. I think Deadly is down on his lap time.
Purple sector 2.
Wow.
For Matt
He's
Robertson.
half a second up, Matt. That would put him around P9, around Dennis. Splandy,
you know what's ironic?
125 000 for Splandy.
You know what's ironic? It's that Maggi is a bronze driver and Deadly is a gold driver, and Maggi is beating Deadly.
He is. He's in front of him. Here comes Matt Robertson to the line, and he goes P9. I called P9. Bananas hit the checkered flag. Zeta is improving. Sharvey in the Alpine as well. He's 4 tenths up. It looks like Banana in the Williams is going to go out in Q3, as it looks at the moment.
Q1.
Very unfortunate for him. Sharvey in the Alpine, and also Jack as well, who's 4 tenths up, so Jack is also going to improve. Deadly could be at risk here as well. Here comes Xavi and Zetu. Zetu is nearly a second up. Xavi is half a second up. To the line goes the Alpine. Only P16. Xavi in the Alpine unbelievably is out. Zetu to the line. And it is Banana who goes out at the very last second. But the big shocker is the Alpine as Xavi is out in Q1.
In P17.
Wow. So Henke.
It's already providing some controversy here.
I know. Henke is the fastest driver on track. Banter Brandon in P2 and Maximock in P3 here in Q1. Time for F1 in the Haas goes out after spinning it on his first attempt. Rob J. Lewis in the Williams will start in P19. Godzilla in the Aston Martin goes out in P18. Xavi in the Alpine, after getting so many good results this season, will start in P17, and Banana at the very last second goes out by 3/100ths of a second to the AlphaTauri of Deadly and will start in P16. So we're on to Q2 Tubo. This is it. 15 minutes to see who the best 10 drivers this evening in Abu Dhabi are.
Yeah, let's just see. I'm mostly, I'm keeping my side eye on AlphaTauri versus Haas at the moment. It's already looking in favor of me.
Yeah, it is. The AlphaTauri drivers both making it through to Q2.
And time binning it.
Yeah, straight away. Overall, what were you? Famfness is through as well in that Mercedes with Bad Boy Man. So quite a few drivers already coming out on track. I think that it is the Alfa Romeo of Liam. It is, and I think his Alfa Romeo reserve teammate of Splendid is there today as well. If he could get a good result, as he has cost them 10 million.
Is Splendid gold? I thought he was silver.
No, Splendid's gold. Oh, yeah, he's
my bad.
For Xavi.
Oh yeah, wait, I was his teammate for a little while when Xavi was on vacation. Oops. I didn't know.
So
wish back then I would have the same pace.
I know.
Splendid is the lead car. Back then I should have had my pace currently.
Yeah, we would have got some good results.
Because I'm actually thinking of not driving silver, to be honest. Would be unfair.
You got to drive in. If you got to drive in A division, surely.
FF7.
Yeah, I suppose.
I'm staying there, so.
Yeah, that's true. So Splendid does start his flying lap here in Abu Dhabi. The first lap of Q2. He's out on them super softs.
Why do you hurt my brain? What? You're acquainted. No, not COVID, Alvaro. It's called S to the M to the O to the K to the I to the N to the G.
So Splendid on board.
Don't
now
you laugh
turn
in the
7
background.
down towards turn 8 and 9. The Alfa Romeo driver does have his teammate right behind him. Let's see what the benchmark is going to be here in Q2. And coming through sector 3 now and up towards turn 11 and 12. A beautiful circuit, and especially when you get them aerial views as they go under the Rolex sign through sector 3 and through turn 14 they go. He's got his teammate right on his tail, so the two Alfa Romeos trying to work together on their flying lap. Splendid with the short run up to the line, goes a 1:25.5. Then comes Liam, his teammate in the Alfa Romeo, goes a 1:26.3, around 8 tenths slower. Here comes the Haas of Zetu with a 1:26.3. Now comes the Mercedes. Bad Boy Man goes fastest in Q2. Here comes the Aston Martin just starting his flying lap. Then we've got an Alpha Tauri and a McLaren of Dennis. Goes P1, a 1:24.6 for the Belgian, but not for long as the Norwegian, the pole master of Henke, comes through in the Ferrari and takes fastest in Q2. Jack in the Alpine goes P5, Matt Robertson up to P6, Matt G in P9, and then we've got B Right, the championship leader, just coming out up through sector 3. He's got his championship rival of Maxi Block on his tail, as well as they both post laps. So what can they do? B Right goes P3, a bit sceptical, and Maxi Block goes P2 in the Ferrari. That should bank themselves a position in Q3. East coming through sector 2 as well. What can he do? Is he's on a flyer now. So on board with East as he comes through sector 3. Yeah. I've got to mute bloody 2 buttons. It does my head in. I've got to mute the computer for the stream, and then I've got to mute the mic to Tubo. Sometimes I forget to unmute Tubo and he doesn't hear what I'm saying. It looks like I'm just talking over him on stream. East goes P10 on the median compound tyre in the Aston Martin. Banner Brandon in the Red Bull is coming out, and Fan finishes on an outlap as well. Deadly just coming out of the tunnel to start his outlap as well. So really good first session here in Q2. Are you on PC, Trubo? I think you found the mute button.
Oh, sorry. I found the mute button, yeah.
Are you on computer?
Yeah, at the moment I am, yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
But I don't race on computer.
No, obviously, no.
My wheel doesn't connect.
Ah, okay.
Cry.
I've got a wheel here, but I just don't use it. So
Please use it next time.
Oh, I can't get used to it. I think Fan for this is invalidated. Hopefully it's not for the next lap. It isn't. So we are on board with the Dutchman of Fanfitness as he goes into turn 1. What can he do? Is he going to have any imprint on today's championship? We are about to find out. B Right is currently in P4, Maxi Block in P2, so it is first blood to the Scuderia. So for Maxi Block to win the championship today, if he wins the race, he needs B Right to finish 12 points behind him. If he doesn't get the fastest lap, that would be equal. So basically, if Maxi Block wins the race and B Right finishes P4, Maxi Block will be champion. Unless B Right gets the fastest lap, they will be equal on points. It will go down to race wins.
Please don't do that. Then I have to go count.
Yeah, I know. If B Right if B Right gets any podium, it doesn't matter if Maxi Block wins. B Right will be champion. If Maxi Block doesn't win and he finishes, say, P2, he would need B Right to finish P8 or lower to become world champion. So there's a lot of different scenarios here, but I think the main one for me is probably Maxi Block to win the race, and he would need B Right to finish 4th or lower without the fastest lap to become world champion by 1 point. So that is probably the most accurate scenario that will happen today if it is going to happen and Maxi Block is going to become world champion. It's probably going to be a Maxi Block win and B Right finishing 4th or lower without the fastest lap, 5th or lower with the fastest lap.
To be honest, B-Right getting fastest lap is the same amount of chance of me winning the gold title. Because Henke's reserving for Ferrari, and I think Ferrari will be sacrificing Henke to take the fastest lap from
I think they thought
B-Right.
it tactically. They thought it very tactically, and they've thought about all different scenarios here. Absolutely, and they know that Henke will probably get pole. They know he'll take that fastest lap. So technically, what we're seeing here is Maxibot needs to win this race, which I think Henke could probably help him do that. So I don't think it's against all odds that Maxibot will potentially win this race, but it's whether B-Right will finish 4th or lower. We know he's got Banter Brandon as his teammate. We know Brandon will give him that position if it needs to, but it's just whether how the race goes. Are we going to see a Latifi situation near the end? You know, there's so many different scenarios around Abu Dhabi when a safety car will come out. If you get caught on the wrong strategy around here, or you make a mistake, it is so difficult to come back.
Nathan, if your drivers came to the briefing, I told them explicitly not to do a Latifi this time, so the Williams team should be fine.
Banter Brandon says, "You shall see." I love it. The two Red Bulls we will see today. I think they're already crowned Constructors World Champions, Red Bull.
Yeah, they
so
are.
now it's just about going for the Drivers' Championship here today.
I think if Maxi will take that, he might not have a seat next season because Red Bull might cancel his contract.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Liam is on a lap in the Alfa Romeo. I think he just set a lap. He's actually gone quicker than his teammate Splendid. East in the Aston Martin is also on a lap. He's 5/1000ths up. Yes, Banana. We will keep an eye. East in the Aston Martin.
I will install the no grip mod on your car. I'm on PC. Don't forget that one, mate.
So, East on a lap. There's 4 minutes of Q2 remaining. Do you think I impeded time in Q1? I'd never seen it, Rob, so I don't know. And from what I've seen, you didn't impede anyone, but we shall see afterwards. But we are on board with East in the Aston Martin at the moment as he comes out of turn 9 in towards 10-11. And then braking in towards 12 comes the Aston Martin driver as this green car just shimmers under the night sky here in Abu Dhabi. Through turn 14 he goes at Latifi corner, goes wide, keeps it. That has definitely messed up his lap time for the Dutchman. Out of turn 15 and in towards 16, over the curb he goes, a short run up to the line. This is not a good lap and he doesn't improve, he stays P12.
He does improve on his time,
He improves on his lap time, but not on his positional.
It's not enough.
It isn't. Mad G is coming through as well, the Alpha Tauri driver. The bronze world champion in P14 at the moment. He is just about to start his flying lap. We've got the two Ferraris have called it a day. We do have the McLaren of Dennis, the Belgian driver, back out on a lap. B-Right is just on his way out of the pit lane, so he is chancing it, B-Right. Maybe he doesn't think he's safe, or he's not taking that chance. So another set of tyres wasted.
It is close between him, Bad Boy Man, and Liam. East, what are you doing?
It is very close. So TTL Dennis coming through sector 1. Needs to be careful as he just eases off the throttle as he goes through there, but he doesn't ease off too much, which is he's got so much grip there. He is 4/1000ths down, but as he went through there, he barely tapped off the throttle. Into the slipstream of his McLaren teammate. Great teamwork once again as Matt moves out the way, and Dennis is going to go even faster. He was 5/1000ths down through sector 1. As he goes in towards turn 6 and 7, you are about to see how much time he is improved as he comes out of 7, 8 and all the way down towards 9 through the second DRS zone. And as we are about to hit sector 3, we will see, and he is 1.5 tenths up now after being 5/1000ths down here, the McLaren driver. Through turn 11 and 12 goes the McLaren driver. Who
You
else
can
is on
see
the
him
lap?
absolutely pushing the limits, Dennis.
He's really going for it, Dennis. He wants to make it. You got B right on the lap as well, coming through sector 1. But here comes Dennis, the Belgian, in the McLaren through sector 3.
Oh, we missed something. We missed Matt G going up into P9.
Matt G into P9. Wow, what a lap from him. He did improve by a second, by the way. Deadly takes that P9 away.
P9!
It is teammate that takes it. Liam coming to the line to start his flyer. Here comes Splendid to the line. Jack on an outlap. Matt Robertson coming through sector 1. Zetu on an outlap as well. 1 minute and 20 remain here in Q2. Only 10 drivers progress. 5 go out. One of them is going to be East. Bad Boy Man is definitely at risk in that Mercedes. I think Bad Boy Man has retired, thinking he's completely safe. He probably is, as Liam spins it.
I just saw that from the far camera. I was watching Matt and Dennis. Matt and Dennis giving each other slipstream once again. So Matt gained the slipstream from Dennis, and then I just see a wild Alfa Romeo spinning in the background.
So the McLaren and Matt is improving his 3 temps up once again as Dennis has helped him. Splandy as well is trying to improve as he comes through 6 and 7, and we missed B Right.
B Right,
the championship
showing
leader,
his pace.
Goes fastest.
He is showing his pace.
Matt Robinson is going to come to the line. He is improving. The McLaren driver is absolutely flying here in Abu Dhabi. Through sector 3.
I think you should be fine, mate.
He probably will be fine.
I think you should be fine, yeah.
We're about to find out. Here comes Matt, P10. And that means that Bad Boy Man is fine. Splandy is 4 temps up. Then you got Jack, Zetu. Matt can't improve. Don't think Deadly can either. Here comes Splandy in the Alfa Romeo. Through turn 16 he goes. Down towards the line. Splandy, P8. So he does improve. Jack is going to be next in the Alpine, and then we do have Zetu. I think Liam into the pits, so Deadly is the driver at risk. Jack in the Alpine, Zetu in the Haas, Matt in the McLaren is down. Deadly, I think, is on another lap as well. He is. So it is going to be Jack in the Alpine, the Geordie driver from Newcastle, coming through sector 3, down towards turn 16 in the Alpine. To the line he goes, and it is P9. He is through. That means Liam is the driver at risk. He did.
He only just about kept it valid there.
Zetu is out.
Holy. Yes, Zetu, get out there.
Zetu is out. Let's not support the drivers. Deadly in the Alpha Tauri, coming through sector 3. The Haas of Zetu is out.
Liam is at risk.
The Aston Martin and the Alpha Tauri is out as well. Deadly's trying to improve. He is. Oh boy, into the wall. Oh, Deadly is out. Matt is out. Zetu is out.
Wait.
Liam is through.
Wait, how does Deadly not have damage there? He just completely crashed into the wall.
But damage is 100% on because I put it on standard.
Wait, let me just check the setting for a second.
No, yeah, I'm very surprised he didn't have damage there actually.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, no. Where is it? No. Yeah, it is on standard, so. Deadly, what hacks are you using? Gimme. Shh, Red, you didn't hear that. You did not hear that. Yeah, Xavi, exactly that.
Here we go. B Right is the fastest. The championship leader is fastest in Q2. Fanfinis in the Mercedes in P2. Banter Brandon in the Red Bull in P3. The 2 Ferraris in 4 and 5. But going out in P15, it is East in the Aston Martin. Then we have Matt G in the Alpha Tauri, who will start in P14. Matt in the McLaren in P13. The Haas of Zetu in P12. Deadly in the Alpha Tauri in P11. And Liam just makes it through in that Alfa Romeo.
Matt G, don't worry, mate. You both did amazing. You both did amazing. You did what I asked from you guys. So, perfect.
I do need to just go for a drink, Tube. I'll be 5 minutes, so I will just go on board with the leader of the pack here, which I think is the
Yeah,
Alfa
no
Romeo
worries.
Williams. There we go.
No worries. Hello everyone. I don't do this a lot, being alone on comms, so don't yell at me or something. So Liam and Splendid reserve for Alfa Romeo, both making it through to Q3. We only have one McLaren and one Alpine, who apparently got trolled by his teammate. So, as we wait for Liam to start his flyer, just gonna ask some predictions. Guys, who do you think is going to win here? Maxi or Ben? In terms of the championship, not the race. The race we all know, Time for F1 is gonna win. Banana Team Maxi, Magi me when everyone crashes out. I mean, not everyone has to crash out, you're faster than a few, but... yeah, I'm choosing my rivals to win the race. I mean, it would be good for time, to be honest. Oh, Liam's out! And Splendy as well, they crashed into each other, I think. Oh! Maxi's out! Maxi Block is out of Q3! Carnage! Banner Brandon now coming up to the point where the drivers are crashed out. Oh, Brandon narrowly avoids him but spins. What just happened? Nathan, you missed stuff. I pooped in my pants. Sorry, just throwing a bit of banter in there, but yeah. So B-Ride is the only one that made it through alive there, I think, without spinning or losing any time. What was that? Honestly.
Wow. So,
Maxi, we never
I was
do
watching
red flags,
that.
mate.
That is
We never.
unbelievable. Maxi
Never in
is out
qualifying.
of qualifying.
How are we supposed to set up Q3 again?
That is
I mean,
unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Maxi Block, who is challenging for this championship, is out.
You missed
I was
so
watching.
much.
I know.
Oh.
Bad Boy Man is in pole position. Provisional pole. Banter Brandon's coming through. B-Right to the line. B-Right will be rubbing his hands together in this qualifying session as Maxibot got swiped out by the Alfa Romeos. B-Right goes provisional pole here in Abu Dhabi. And his teammate, Banter Brandon, is going to be next. He's into the pit lane. Dennis is in P3. Fanfinis and the Mercedes coming through sector 3. Henke as well. He's going to have to do a lot to help his teammate here today, but it's going to be Fanfinis, the Dutchman, to the line. And where is Fanfinis going to go? He goes P2, front row of the grid at the moment, but it is provisional pole here in Q3 for B-Right at the moment with 7 minutes of this qualifying session remain. But the big news is the championship contender of Maxibok, who's bidding to win the championship, is out in Q3.
Yeah, I kinda pooped my pants a little when that happened. It scared me, not gonna lie. Because I think, like Maxi's just said in chat, I think the Alfa Romeos teleported ahead of him because they crashed into the pit lane.
Wow. Wow. Unbelievable.
This is controversy. Loving it. Loving the banter. Oh my god, the meme potential of this race. Already.
if you wanted controversy in the title decider, you have got it. Unbelievable.
Okay. Who placed this order? Who placed this order at McDonald's? Oh, loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. It's finger licking good. Oh no, wait, that's KFC.
Senjo has gifted 2 tier 1 subs. Thank you so much, Senjo. Let's go. Brilliant stuff, Senjo. Thank you so much, mate. Gifted 1 to Xavi. Henke does go
Xavi.
provisional pole as well, so Henke is on pole position. It is going to be Jack in the Alpine who's going to be next towards the line. He is flying through sector 3. 5 minutes of this Q3 session remain. So the two Alfa Romeos went out and took a Ferrari who's challenging for the championship with them. If he's going to do it, he's going to have to do it the hard way now. Jack goes P6. So everybody who is qualifying now is guaranteed a top 7 start to this race. So Banter Brandon's still in the pit lane. Thank you so much, Senjo. Really appreciate it, mate. So unbelievable.
I'm gonna just put some memes in the Discord chat that I just made. Let me just tag at7 realistic driver. There you go.
So Banter Brandon's still in the pit lane. Yet to set a lap. Literally, Alvaro is also gifted 2 subs. Thank you so much, Alvaro. He's gifted 1 to Peanut and 1 to Dennis. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Honestly, it really goes a long way with even a hype train is close. Jack goes into the pit lane. Banter Brandon still yet to leave. 3 minutes of Q3 remaining. All the drivers are in the pits. What a Q3 session this has been. 3 minutes remaining. I think Banter Brandon is on his way out. We know there's a Mercedes there as well. That is Bad Boy Man is on his way out. So the Mercedes, the Belgium driver. Let's go, says Rob. So Bad Boy Man is going to be the first driver to set his penultimate lap here in Q3. If you missed it, Maximock, who is challenging for the championship, has been taken out by the 2 Alfa Romeos in Q3 after them crashing together. And Maximock got swiped up, and he is going to start from P9 in this race. He needs to win. That is the minimum he needs to do, and he's going to have to do it the hard way from P9 on the grid. So Bad Boy Man is out. So is Dennis in the McLaren. He's now out as well. Wow, we have got some ending here. So the Red Bull's on the way out. It is Banter Brandon coming through the tunnel. His Red Bull teammate is following him out as well. So here we go. 2 minutes of Q3 remain as all the drivers go out. Bad Boy Man is going to be first as he comes round turn 15 and 16. And Bad Boy Man in the Mercedes is going to be first to set his lap here in Abu Dhabi, the penultimate time here in Realistic. And Bad Boy Man in towards turn 1. He goes through sector 1 in towards turn 2, just cutting over the curb in towards turn 3, just easing off the throttle ever so slightly. He's absolutely flying here as he goes down the straight in towards turn 4 and 5. Bad Boy Man out of turn 5. He goes down the DRS straight and all the way down towards turn 6 goes the Mercedes driver, the Flying Dutchman. He's got a free rein on this track. He does have a Ferrari driver just in front of him. Bad Boy Man in towards turn 6 and 7. He goes through turn 7 as the Ferrari moves out the way. Round turn 8 he goes, and down the DRS straight towards turn 9. Alvaro Chavas gives another tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, Alvaro. That is 3 subs he has gifted. Incredible. Bad Boy Man coming round turn 11 and then braking in towards turn 12. Over the curb he goes. Every driver is now on a flyer. Henke's just coming to the line to start his. The Alpine and the Mercedes about to start theirs. But Bad Boy Man is going to do his penultimate lap as he comes in towards turn 16. The Mercedes to the line he goes, and he stays P4. Nothing he can do. 6/100ths down on his lap time. Henke just starting his flying lap. Then we've got the 2 Red Bulls, but it's going to be Dennis, the Belgian driver, who is 0.3 of a second up. Senjo with the 100, the 200 bits. Thank you so much, Senjo. Let's go, the hype train. 4 minutes away. We were so close and then missed out on it. Here comes Dennis through sector 3. Through the checkered flag has been waved. Round turn 14 goes the McLaren driver. Up towards 15 and 16. Absolutely belting it through there. Through turn 16. To the line goes the McLaren. Stays P5. That is the checkered flag waved. Banter Brandon just in front of his Red Bull teammate. Here they come. The British duo in the Red Bull team. Coming through turn 15. Down towards 16. Goes the Red Bull of Banter Brandon. To the line he goes. It's provisional pole for Banter Brandon. Is his teammate going to take it back? He is. Be right with a 1:23.0, not even a tenth of a second quicker than his teammate. It's going to be Jack in the Alpine that comes through next. Then it's going to be Fanfinis. The Alpine goes, stays P7. Fanfinis to the line, stays P4. Henke has spun it. And had you ever dreamed of anything like this? Be right would have been dreaming all night of Maxibot going out in Q3 and him taking pole position here in Abu Dhabi, and that's exactly what he's done as Be Right takes pole here in Abu Dhabi. The hype train, let's go. Hype train.
I started it myself.
Let's go. Abu Dhabi qualifying here in F7 Realistic. Be Right takes pole position. His teammate will start on the front row of the grid with him. Henke in the Ferrari on the second row of the grid in P3, and Fanfinis alongside him in the Mercedes in P4. On the third row of the grid, Bad Boy Man in P5 and TTL Dennis alongside him in the McLaren in P6. On the fourth row of the grid, Jack in the Alpine in P7 alongside him Splandi in the Alfa Romeo in P8. Maxibot, the championship contender, crashing into the Alfa Romeo, will start in P9 on the 5th row of the grid, and alongside him Liam in the other Alfa Romeo in P10. Wow, 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 wow. Incredible scenes. What a race, what a start. Be Right knows what he needs to do now. He has first blood here in Abu Dhabi. Thank you so much to everybody that has started that hype train. Really appreciate it. Absolutely, Alvaro.
Maxi to see how many he gets. Deadly wants to go on board with the championship rival of Be Right. So, Deadly, as soon as Nathan returns from doing...
We will go on board once we see the race
yeah.
start. So here we go. This is it for the penultimate race of the season here in Abu Dhabi. And it's lights out and away we go. Be Right does get a good start. Banter Brandon slots right in behind him to defend his position. Maxi Block coming through sector 1, turn 1. That is a Alpha Tauri and a Williams car that has had a coming together. Maxi Block is through on Jack in the Alpine, and the Ferrari is up to P7. Henke chasing down that Red Bull. Round the outside he goes. Brandon trying to hold his own as they come through turn 5 and 6. Can Henke get the run on him? He has done. They are side by side, wheel to wheel as they come down the DRS straight. Maxi Block on his Belgium counterpart of TTL Dennis, but the Ferrari with that straight line speed is through and into turn 6. He's already through. Henke side by side with the Red Bull of Banter Brandon. They have a little coming together. Fanfitness is just eyeing up a move here as well. Down towards turn 9 at the hairpin. That is deadly in the Alpha Tauri is getting swallowed up a bit. Here comes Jack. Fanfitness on Banter Brandon round the outside. Henke is now chasing down the race leader for his Ferrari teammate. Max Bot losing a little bit of time to Bad Boy Man. Deadly on the back of Splendid. Matt Robinson on Xavi as well as he takes the inside line in towards turn 12. What a start. Zetu on Rob goes through. The Haas driver. Godzilla with a bad start, down 2 places. But it's B-Right, the championship leader, who finishes lap 1 in the lead of this Grand Prix.
Magia spun in sector 3 in the Latifi corner, so we're already starting right there.
He has already spun it. So as the sun
comes
sets,
PX Limits with a sub. Level
PX
2.
Limits, let's go. The confetti, level 1 complete of the hype train. Thank you so much, guys. So Henke is chasing down the championship leader. Matt Robinson on the back of Liam as well, as they all come out, and it's the 2 Alpines holding their own. It's Xavi right on the back of him, and Jack moves to the left to let his Alpine teammate through. Maxi Block is out of DRS range of Bad Boy Man at the moment. Xavi is through on Jack. Jack slots in behind him. Here comes Liam for a sneaky peek down the inside. Jack trying to hold his own. They give each other the room. And here comes the McLaren of Matt Robinson. Xavi, that is Jack just being pushed out to the left. Fanfitness on the back of Banter Brandon, but it's Henke who chases down the race leader and the championship leader. So Matt Robinson does make that move on Jack. The McLaren is through on the Alpine. Here comes time for F1. He just clatters into the Aston Martin and goes off the track at turn 12. Time! Oh, time.
Time, no.
That is going to be an absolutely huge penalty for time. He's come straight back on the track with no consideration of any other driver and completely wiped out Banana. That is.
And he's also touched
car.
him before as well. I think which Aston Martin did time hit? East, right?
Yeah.
So East also cut off Banana a bit, but then time just completely rammed him off. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was really bad driving. So a safety car is out.
No, that's very harsh, mate. Banana. That's very harsh.
So the safety car is out. That means that Maxibot will be able to get back within DRS range. This is detrimental to B-Right for now. He is leading, but that Maxibot was out of DRS range of the Mercedes. He was stuck in P6 in no man's land. He is now right back in the race now, Maxibot.
Alright, since there's a safety car, I'm gonna go to the toilet. See you.
No problem. So, time for F1 comes back on track with no consideration of the drivers, completely takes out the Williams. The safety car is out on lap 3 of this race. B-Right leads, Henke second, Banter Brandon third, the 2 Mercedes in 4 and 5, and then Maximot, the championship contender, in P6. So, will any of them pit? I don't think they will. Maxi Block has! Maxi Block, the championship contender, has pitted! Wow! So, he knows he has to do something else. Exactly what Max did to Lewis. He has to take a completely different strategy. And that's exactly what he's doing here in Abu Dhabi as he goes onto a different set of tyres. Let's have a look. So he is onto the hard compound tyres that are 3 laps fresher than everybody else's. He is going to drop a lot of positions, but he is going for a different stint. He knows he can stay out on them hards now, wait for another safety car, potentially revert the strategy here, but he needs to do something different to what B Right and the Red Bull is doing. So a different strategy, a different outcome potentially. But it is B Right that leads. Henke will try and help his teammate. B Right knows that Henke is not his fight. So, wow, what an amazing start to this season finale here in Abu Dhabi. B Right got his wish. He got his wish. Maxi Block was taken out by an Alfa Romeo in Q3. Didn't get a chance to settle that. B Right took pole, which exactly what he needed to do. He now leads this race. His championship rival is down in P13, but he's on a completely different strategy. So it can go any which way this. But B Right has sort of got that safety net. He's got Henke, who will try and fight him, but then he's got that safety net of his teammate right on his tail. Yeah, I'm not sure, Deadly. I'm really not sure. He was in P6. He was going to be on the back of Bad Boy Man because of the safety car. But I think he's just trying something different. I think he just wants to try and I think he just wants to try something different and try and get in front of B Right. Three subs and 218 bits for that hype chain, but we got 4 subs just before that. That's 7 subs. No, I agree, man. So remember, guys, we have a 7.5 week break The divisional racing starts again on the 9th of July. Fantasy F7 Season 2, Season 3 will start on the 10th, and on the 12th we start Season 2 of Formula 7 Realistic, and that will all begin a nice break, but it's not all doom and gloom. We do have some events coming up as well. The 20 versus 20. 10 drivers on the most points from Session 1 and Session 2 will go through to the final on the following week. The break is so long, sus, because we didn't want to do another season on this game, so apologies for that, but we do have events coming up, don't worry. Safety car is in this lap here in Abu Dhabi, and we are going to go racing once again. Maxi Bock has got to overcome Rob J. Lewis in front of him and Zetsu in the Williams and the Haas, but it is going to be Wright that leads the way on the safety car restart. Five-lap Fridays.
I'm back just in time. Nice.
Absolutely. Here we go. We go racing once again. Be right, getting a good restart here in Abu Dhabi. Henke is going to try and chase him down as they go down towards turn 1. The Mercedes getting all squirrely out the final chicane. But here we go, and they all go into turn 1. The Mercedes is on the back of the Red Bull. Deadly. Matt Robertson, East Zetu. Maxi Bock is already through on Rob J. Lewis, and his championship battle is back on. He's got Zetu now in front of him, and then East. He needs to get through this pack reasonable quickly. There goes Banter Brandon on Henke. The Red Bull is through on the Ferrari. Banter Brandon gets a better exit as they come down the straight. This is exactly what B Right needs, is his Red Bull teammate. That is Liam. And time for F1, I think. It was Rob J. Lewis and Liam, sorry. Rob J. Lewis and Liam. That is Maggi, who's getting overtaken by Godzilla, and Maxi Bock is through on Zetu. Henke is back through on Banter Brandon. Banter Brandon's been overtaken by Famfnus. We have a three-way battle towards turn 9. Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, Mercedes, Norway, Netherlands, Britain. Here comes Famfnus down the inside of Henke. Norway versus Netherlands here in Abu Dhabi.
And you're saying my move was dangerous into that corner, Nathan?
Maxi Bock is through on East. The Ferrari is through on the Aston Martin and back up to the top 10. So Henke 2 seconds behind B Right. This is worked out beautifully for the Red Bull. Banter Brandon has spun it. That is the safety net gone for the Red Bull team. B Right is left out on his own now, and Banter Brandon isn't even in front of the Ferrari championship rival here.
I think Jack and Matt G also got caught up in the incident with Liam and Rob, because they are in the pits, both of them.
Here comes Max Bock in the Ferrari down the inside of Matt Robertson. Now he has an Alpha Tauri to concede with. Nothing Matt could do there. Here comes Maxi into the slipstream of the Alpha Tauri of Deadly. Just hanging on his tail, moves to the left, he goes. Nothing Deadly can do about it. And Maxi Bock is going to move on through. Deadly doesn't want to be any part of that battle there. Maxi Bock is moving through this grid pretty quickly. He's on them hards. All the drivers in front of him now are on 7-lap-old mediums. It is anybody's race here. Henke is on the charge as well. The 2 Mercedes are there. Literally anything can happen from this point. Do not rule out a Maxi Bock championship just yet. East and Zetu side by side as well through turn 11. And then down towards 12, and Zetu with a beautiful move on East. Liam on time for F1 as well.
Also, on a side note as well, the championship fight between Alpha Tauri and Haas. Currently, Alpha Tauri would win it.
Brilliant. Alpha Tauri would win it as it stands.
With Deadly having an amazing race again. Zetu, of course, as well, and that Haas having an amazing race.
I'm just thinking as well, you know, like time for F1 took out the Williams. That means that Aston Martin will finish in front of Williams unless Rob finishes in the top 10 and East doesn't. So Maxi Bock on the back of Splendy as well. Maxi Bock, the championship contender, already up to P6. That is yellow flags waving, and that is time for F1, I think. Who's lost it through Sector 1. It is. He has spun it. He is back on track now, though. Henke is closing the gap on B. Wright, but B. Wright still got that DRS away from him. Maxibot 2.1 behind his Belgium counterpart of TTL Dennis. So 1.2 now to B. Wright. B. Wright just needs to stay cautious now. He knows what he needs to do. If he finishes in front of Maxibot, he's won. And Rob J. Lewis is out. Rob J. Lewis has lost it coming out of turn 5. That is a safety car. And B. Wright has just passed the pit lane. The safety car is out. Is he going to be held up? No, he is through. So he is going to be able to pit. And that has worked out beautifully for all the medium runners. They can now all pit and get onto them hards. What will Maxibot do? He can go into the lead of this race when these drivers pit. Wow, so another safety car. It is drama in Abu Dhabi.
And I'm loving it because I'm making memes the whole time. I'm just constantly making memes.
Wow, what a race. Don't worry, Rob.
By the way, nobody take it personal if I make a meme about you. It's just for banter.
So B. Wright will definitely pit. He does. Henke pits as well. Bad Boy Man's in the pits. Maxibot does stay out. Track position now for the Belgium. Where is Henke? Where is B. Wright? B. Wright is going to come out in front of the Ferrari.
I'm loving making memes right now.
Deadly is staying out as well. So is Matt Robertson. That means that B. Wright is going to be behind these, and B. Wright is going to be in front of them. Even Xavi's gone through. Wow, where's Godzilla? B. Wright is going to have 3 drivers between him and Maxibot. If the race stayed like this, as it is now, Maxibot would be world champion. So, as it stands currently, Maxibot is world champion. Before that pit stop, B. Wright was world champion. Incredible race. It is unbelievable.
The urge for me right now to just make a meme channel in the Discord in the realistic section and just yeet in all the memes about this race. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it.
We've got a meme channel.
Yeah, but we want one dedicated to realistic. Yes.
Maxibot.
How do I get the clown emoji?
Leads this race. Deadly in P2. Matt Robertson in P3. Xavi in the Alpine in P4, but he's right on the tail of Matt. He's not giving him an inch. B. Wright is there, doesn't want to get involved. He's on them fresh hards, and then he has Godzilla between him and Henke. They went into the pits a second apart, and they've come out with an Aston Martin in between them, which is great for B. Wright here. Come on, Maxi, says somebody in the chat. So let's see. Safety car is out. Wait for the pack to regroup. It will be out for another lap. 18 laps remain. B. Wright will be going to the end on these hards as it stands. Do you hear the volume when you put them bits in? It's supposed to come up with something on the screen, but also it's supposed to have volume on it, but I can't seem to sort out the volume.
Ooh, that sucks. That honestly sucks. Wait, so you added a special sound effect for every little thing that gets donated or something?
Yeah, so when somebody subs, it makes one, and when somebody donates bits, and when somebody, you know, follows, yeah. Yeah, I agree with Alvaro. No driver should get involved in this championship battle. No team should be helping out another team. Let them fight. Race your own race. No helping each other. That is not what we do. You just got to let the battle out. So, a safety car hopefully will be in this lap.
Yeah, Alvaro is right. Unless you're an AlphaTauri, it is kind of logic, but even the AlphaTauris, I have asked them to stay out of the championship battle between Maxi and Ben. I have asked them not to race them too hard.
Safety car is in this lap. Here we go. We're going to go back racing again. Maximock is going to be the race leader this time. Oh! I'm pretty sure they got very close there. Yeah. They need to be so careful here. B-Right needs to just stay away from these and not get involved or get twisted with these. So it needs to be careful on this safety car restart. Henke's there as well on the back of Godzilla. Godzilla on the back of B-Right. Maxibot does lead this race. He's going very slow through the corners. I don't know if this is a strategy, but he's got the AlphaTauri Deadly nearly hitting the back of him. He's going really slow there when he's weaving Maxiblock. And off he goes. B-Right has to slow down. The Alpine of Xavi has held B-Right up a hell of a lot there as they come out the final chicane. Here comes B-Right on the Alpine. Into turn 1 they go. Nothing Xavi will do there, and B-Right is through and into turn 1, but he is 1.3 behind Matt already. Maxiblock has set off, and he now leads this Grand Prix. As it stands right now, without the fastest lap, Maxiblock is currently the world champion. But we continue to race. Fanfidis is through. Henke made a mistake. Henke nearly went into the back of one of the other cars. He's down to P10 now. And he's got Banter Brandon on the back of him. Henke chasing down Dennis. He got Bad Boy Man on Godzilla as well. B-Right chasing down Matt. Here comes Bad Boy Man on the Aston Martin. Henke on the McLaren. Here comes Banter Brandon. Splandy on his teammate.
On the Alpine as well.
He is. Fanfidis on the back of Xavi in the Alpine. He's on them fresher, harder tyres. Dennis through on Godzilla. Henke trying to make the move on Bad Boy Man. The chase is on. B-Right on Matt Robertson goes down the inside of the McLaren. Nothing the McLaren can do. And he now chases down the AlphaTauri, but he's 1.7 clear now, Maxibot. Fanfidis through on Xavi. Here comes Henke, Bad Boy Man, Dennis, Brandon, Godzilla, Splandy, Liam, Zetu, East Time, Maggi and Jack. Xavi on the back of Fanfidis coming through
B-Right
sector
already
3.
on the back of Deadly as well.
He is. Literally everything to play for. B-Right just needs to stay away from the AlphaTauri and not get caught up. Wait for the straight. Here comes Henke on Xavi as well. Not close enough to make the move this time. Banter Brandon on the back of Dennis on them 4-lap old medium tyres. B-Right is really close to Deadly, but I think he is going to wait for the straight. He's not going to make any silly attempts here. Oh, and Deadly braked really early there, and B-Right nearly got taken out by the AlphaTauri. B-Right moves to the left. Nothing Deadly can do about it. And Fanfidis moves through on Matt Robertson. Deadly now into the slipstream of the Red Bull. And he goes really close. He's making me nervous how with Deadly and B-Right. And he hits the curb, nearly loses it. Here comes Fanfidis now. B-Right has that space, but he's 1.6 behind Maxiblock. The chase is on. The overtake to complete. Xavi on Henke. Henke through down the inside of the Alpine. And here comes the Mercedes as well to have a little look. Out of turn 9
doesn't
and 10.
have enough pace. He doesn't have enough speed to make a move over there. Ooh, I think he clipped the back there.
I think Bad Boy
the Mercedes.
Back of Xavi, yeah. Oh, he's out! He's out! And Dennis is out! Bad Boy Man and Dennis, who traded seats this season, are out!
Oh my god! Oh, what is going on today?
That's another safety car. That is Maxibot going to pit. That is
Don't think
another
so. I
safety
think they
car.
passed the safety car. I think they passed the pit lane already, so they will have to come in this lap.
They are. TTL Dennis and Bad Boy Man with a big collision. Oh, the back markers have now pitted. This is unbelievable. Maxibot can pit and go to the end of this race now, and B Right is just pitted on them hards. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
This really has turned on his head. This race.
What is this, mate? Matt G and Liam going on to the softs. Risky in my opinion.
Very risky.
Very risky. But we'll see if it pays off for them. So we will see Maxi, Deadly, Matt Robertson, Xavi, and Time for Everyone. We will see them pit, I hope.
We need to be careful not to get any drive-throughs or anything like that. Godzilla says there was a great shower of debris. Will Maxi pit? That is the question. Or does he stay out? He's got to pit. 11 lap on them hards. He goes to the end on the mediums now, surely. B-Right has been left about 2 seconds behind Maxibot. Now needs to be careful of Delta. Maxibot is in the pits. Maxibot is in the pits. What does B-Right do?
Deadly as well.
B-Right stays out. Deadly's in the pits. Gets 3 seconds. Fanfinish stays out. Matt Robertson is in the pits as well. Henke stays out as well. So does Xavi. Maxibot is going to come out of fresh mediums and potentially is going to be up to P6 here. Here comes Splendid. Splendid might come out in front of Maxibot. And I think Maxibot is going to be on fresh mediums in P6. This is not good for B-Right. This is really, really not good. He's coming out in P7 actually. Time for F1 has stayed out on the hards. If you didn't want anybody to put you in this race, it is the Haas driver. Why Time has stayed out? 13 laps on them hards. Gets a free pit stop. Why he stayed out, I will never ever know. And Xavi as well. It was free pit stops. They didn't take it. Wow, so Fanfinish is on the back of B-Right, and B-Right will not like the rear view mirror of what is Fanfinish doing. Fanfinish, don't drive at the side. You know the rules.
I have just made a meme of Japan Season 1 and Abu Dhabi Season 1, the two Spider-Mans pointing at each other.
Yeah, I agree, Harvey. I agree, 100%. So here we go.
Deadly got a penalty in the... Deadly got a penalty for corner cutting in the pit lane.
He did, yeah, on the entrance.
I think he will get that removed if he has the race director and what is it again?
He needs a clip of all his.
Yeah, the clip and.
So the Red Bull team principal has joined us whilst the safety car is out. Harvey, how are you, mate?
I'm gonna try to keep it PG, but I'm pooing bricks.
Yeah, I can imagine you are, mate. It's so close. Your driver, B-Right, is leading the way under this safety car. There's been so many twists and turns in this race. We've had 3 safety cars in 16 laps. You now have Maxibot on fresh mediums in P7. You've got 2 drivers that need to pit still in front of him, and then the rest of them are on old hards. Are you getting worried at any point?
Well, I don't like to express my emotions, and especially not as a team boss. It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm just trying to keep Ben under control. Trying to keep Brandon under control. You know, because Brandon's still in this race. He's pitted for the fresh mediums, and he's obviously in the fastest car on the grid. Yeah. So hopefully he can make up some positions. But I think the main priority, you know, is just for Ben to keep his head down. You know, Ben's got the advantage. He doesn't need to win this race as long as he
beats Maxi.
As long as he doesn't get out. Yeah, as long as he doesn't get outscored by Maxi by however many points, then he's fine.
12, mate. 12.
Yeah, 12. So 12 points, that's a hard task to do. So Maxi's gonna have to do some big performance, but yeah.
No, you're absolutely right, Harvey. Like you said, Maxi Block's still got to outscore B right here. The race has been turned on his head. It's getting so tense and so close. Fanfinus on the back of B right as well. We know how aggressive Fanfinus can be at times. The safety car is in this lap, Harvey, so we will jump back on board with the race. Good luck for the remainder of this race, and hopefully we'll be talking to you when B right is crowned world champion at the end, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, Harvey. So will B right be crowned champion and DJ Harvey's driver win this championship, or will it be Alvaro Chabas's driver of Maxi Block in the Scuderia Ferrari being crowned champion today? It is still anybody's guess with 12 laps remaining, but you are here and only here can you watch the title decider unfold when the safety car goes in with 12 laps remaining here in Abu Dhabi at the Yas Marina circuit for Formula 7 Realistic. B right going to get this safety car underway, just continue at 60 miles per hour. Fanfinus going to try and chase him down. B right gets a good exit, exactly what he needs here. Fanfinus is trying to chase him into the slipstream of that Ferrari. He goes, of that Red Bull he goes. Henke's on the back of him. Max Block already making short work of time for F1. Deadly is there. Matt Robertson, Banter Brandon as well. Just clips the back of Matt Robertson. Deadly is through on time for F1 as he goes through Matt Robertson. Time for F1 nearly loses the back end. Banter Brandon is through on Matt. We've got a huge squabble in the midfield here. Fanfinus, the Red Bull down the inside of the Alpha Tauri as well. Banter Brandon already through and trying to get past Deadly. And now he is attacking Maxi Block down the straight. Maxi Block is through on Splendid and up to B5 already. B right trying to create a gap to Fanfinus. No DRS until lap 20. Here we go. Maxi Block through on the Alfa Romeo. Banter Brandon needs to pick him off next as he chases down that Ferrari of the Belgium driver. Henke is coming on Fanfinus. Here comes the Ferrari of Henke to try and help his teammate out. He gets through on Fanfinus and the chase is on here in Abu Dhabi.
Maxi Block will have to hope B right spins at some point.
Oh,
there's a yellow
Banter
flag
Brandon has
behind.
spun. He's just waiting to come safely back on track, and that is the Aston Martin of East into the wall. Oh, what is East doing? He's just reversed and blocked the Red Bull, completely blocked him and tried to take him out of this race. Banter Brandon was trying to avoid East, and East was reversing to try and block him. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. If you wanted drama, you're in the right place. B right still leads this Grand Prix. Henke is chasing him down. Fanfinus as well. You've got Maxi Block there. That's a yellow flag. I don't know who that's for. I think that's an Alfa Romeo of Liam who's lost it into turn 1. And there's time for F1 who's just stopped on track as well. Why are you stopping on track, time? It's such dangerous driving. Here comes Banter Brandon through on time. You cannot stop on track.
We are going to have to take a look at his race.
Here comes Maxi Block.
Just unacceptable.
On Fanfinus.
What has been
Maxi Block trying to get the move on the and the Mercedes just moves out the way. Fanfinus just moves to the right and lets Maxi Block through. No battle at all from Fanfinus. Not even a defensive move, just completely lets him by. So Maxi Block is now on the chase. Deadly is through on Xavi. Xavi trying to come back at him. The Alpine and the Alpha Tauri. The Alpha Tauri of Deadly is through. So Henke is chasing him. Here comes Maxi as well. B right is trying to hold on as Henke clings onto that DRS. Remember, Maxi Block on them fresh mediums. The Alpine and the Alpha Tauri side by side through turn 14 again. So B right knows that he's got Henke on his tail. He knows he's got Maxi Block on them fresh mediums. 10 laps remaining. DRS enabled. It's only Fanfinus. Deadly on them fresh mediums as well. B right. Henke's out. He's too early on the throttle. He's into the wall. And Henke, who could have potentially just helped B right win this championship.
Why is that a safety
car?
Oh, why? Honestly.
Wow.
That is such a ridiculous safety car. What is that?
What do they do here? What do they do?
I don't know. I think he was just trying to let everyone pass before rejoining the track. And I think that's the thing that caused the safety car. Maggi just doing the Polonaise with the safety car at the moment.
Wow.
For people
So
that don't know the...
be right.
For people
Sorry,
who don't know the
Trubo.
Polonaise. Yeah,
Be
go ahead.
right. He's in such a predicament here. Does he pit and go on to them fresh mediums till the end of this race, or even softs? I don't think he'd touch softs. Fresh mediums till the end. But if he goes on to the fresh mediums, Easter's retired.
East retires.
That
in the
gives
pit lane, so that's
Maxi
good.
track position, and then B Right has then got to fight his way through the grid. But if B Right doesn't pit, I've got a funny feeling that Maxi Block, Fanfulness, Deadly, they will all pit, and B Right will be a bit of a sitting duck. So I think he's got to pit. Maxi Block and B Right stay out. Fanfulness stays out. Deadly is into the pits. So they've all... Deadly stayed out.
No, Deadly stays out.
Sharvey stays out as well.
Kind of dangerous.
What a decision from B Right. I would have took a chance to pit there. He didn't. He didn't bottle it, and he stayed out. Bit Maxi Block is on them fresh mediums. B Right might have made a great decision here. So, Maxi Block could still win this race, but is B Right going to be overtaken by Fanfulness? He's then got Deadly, Sharvey, Matt Robertson, Splendy, and Jack to shield him. All B Right has to do is finish P3. That's it to be champion. If he finishes P4, he needs the fastest lap and he's crowned champion. That is it. If this goes to a decider where Maxi Block wins and B Right finishes P4, based on race wins in realistic, I'm just going to get it up now. I think it will be B Right that wins. So let's have a look at race wins. So B Right and Maxi Block are both on free race wins. So if Maxi Block wins this race and B Right finishes 4th, Maxi Block will be champion based on race wins. Unless Ben gets the fastest lap.
There is controversy. That's for sure. Jesus.
You're in the right place for drama anyway. Wow. I tell you, it's making me nervous. It really, really is. It is anybody's race to win this. 8 laps remaining. Safety car is out. B Right is going to stay out. Maxi Block stays out. Fanfulness, all of them stay out again. I'm surprised Sharvey didn't pit. Yeah, you're right, Robbie can. He can potentially just let him through and finish P2. But if B Right lets Maxi Block through, there's no way Fanfulness is just going to hold on the back of him. He won't do what he did with Maxi Block anyway. Fanfulness will attack. It's just all to play for. It's so incredible.
I'm loving making memes about this race. I should do this as my full-time job. But honestly, the most of the memes I've made are from Time for F1.
Jack and Splendy have just traded positions on the safety car there, I think.
That's kind of weird, I think, yeah. Well, we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. Maybe B Right spins, maybe he doesn't. Maybe Maxi Block crashes him out, and we go on count back, which I don't hope.
So B Right is leading. Maxi Block is right on his tail. Is the safety car going to go in this lap? We will find out. Banter is in the mix, says Rob. Yeah, he is, yeah. So safety car is in this lap. We are on board with B Right, who's going to get the safety car underway. He's going to have Maxi Block right on his tail. So Maxi Block will try and stick with B Right. 7 laps remain. Any mistake from here on is championship over for any of these two drivers.
Maximok is trying to stay with B-Right. B-Right still warming up his tyres. And Maximok, B-Right gets a really good restart. Fanfinus chasing down Maximok, will not attack though. Banter Brandon through on Zetu. Maximok chasing down the championship leader here in Abu Dhabi. Needs to be careful not to make any mistakes. Really good racing by the pair. Fanfinus is so close to Maximok as well, but he's just staying off him. Matt Robertson on Xavi, Godzilla on Zetu, Henke on Mad G, that is Banter Brandon through on Splendid. Jack is through on his teammate of Xavi. Maximok chasing him down, Xavi through on Jack. The two Alpines trading places once again. Fanfinus so close to Maxi, no DRS until lap 25. So 6 laps remain. Banter Brandon is through on Matt Robertson. No, Matt Robertson comes back at him. A little snap from Xavi in front as well. And Banter Brandon could make it 2 overtakes down the straight. But look at the straight line speed of Matt Robertson in that McLaren. Unbelievable. And with a dive down the inside goes Matt. Nothing Banter Brandon can do. And he just does try and make the overtake. And he does get the Alpine of Xavi though. And Matt Robertson is next. So Fanfinus 13 laps on them hard. He has done an extra lap than B-Right. So just keep your eyes on that as well. Fanfinus already nearly out of DRS range of Maximok. If he does go out of DRS range, B-Right will be very, very happy to see that and will probably not fight Maximok at all once Fanfinus is out of DRS range. B-Right and Maximok all to play for in Abu Dhabi.
38 viewers, even more than we had a female commentator, so that says something.
Yeah, fantastic race. I'm not surprised. Everybody's tuning in. We got 3 wide as we go down into turn 6.
Make it 5 wide.
5 wide. Banter Brandon, Godzilla on Splendy as well. Godzilla gets a good exit on the Alpine. You've got Henke there as well, who's chasing down Matt Robertson, Kieran and Liam. Mad G, Zetu time for F1, but going back on board with the front runners. It is Maximok chasing down the championship leader. It's anybody's title to win here in Fantasy into Formula 7 Realistic. Henke on Matt Robertson once again. Around the outside as they go down towards turn 9. Maximok only 3/10 of a second behind B-Right. We will stay on board as these two scrap it out. Fanfinus is now out of DRS range of Maximok. So B-Right doesn't need to battle Maximok here with Fanfinus out of DRS range. If Maximok goes for the overtake down the straight, I don't think B-Right will put up too much of a fight, knowing that he can stick on his DRS. Fanfinus gets a free second. That is critical. That is so crucial.
Nathan, you know what this means?
What?
Fanfinus gets a 3 seconds. Deadly gets his 3 seconds removed. So a potential podium for Deadly in a back market.
Yeah,
in a back market car, just have to put that there.
Absolutely. Here
That's what I'm trying to say.
On the back, here he comes. DRS enabled. He's on them medium compound tyres.
Oh, Fanfinus keeps snapping.
Going for it, and Maximok is going to go through. Nothing B-Right's going to do is they shoot down towards turn 6 and 7. B-Right just going to stay off his tail. Fanfinus is 2 seconds behind, so B-Right has a huge safety net. He can stay on that DRS range and Maximok in front. Stay away from Fanfinus, and Maximok is in the clear now, but B-Right is still going to be champion as it stands.
Here comes Deadly as well, round
Deadly.
the outside of Fanfinus.
Fanfinus and Deadly, that is a safety car. Why?
What? Why? Honestly, why?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What is this? Honestly.
That is the 5th safety car of this race. But B-Right will be buzzing that Maximok is in front of him, because now it's Maximok that has to decide whether to pit or not.
Red, go back to work.
They both stay out. They both stay out. They've all stayed out. They're not going to give up track position at this point.
Oh, there was an incident at the back, says Lukey. Jack and Matt Robertson are in.
I tell you what, B-Right is not going to like this, because that means that Fanfinus is going to be back on his tail. However, I don't think there's going to be DRS till the end of this race. There's going to be no DRS.
Yeah, Red, what do you mean I'm failing? I'm not that good at English.
He went inside the white lines. Maxi inside white lines. Penalty.
Ooh.
Let's just
A
concentrate
lot of
on
drivers
the
with
race.
penalties on
What
the
is
grid.
Fanfinis doing? What is Fanfinis doing? He's trying to get past Ben under the safety car. Fanfinis, please don't do this. Don't be like this when a championship battle is going on.
Yeah. Just stay behind them. Don't go side by side with him.
Just drive normally. It's under the safety car. Just stay away.
It's not allowed. It's not allowed, mate. And you know I am a harsh steward.
Yeah,
I will just give you a penalty.
Leave these two to battle it out till the end. At the moment,
You
B-Right
can
would
battle
win
with
by
Deadly.
4 points. At the moment.
You can battle with Deadly. Go ahead.
If
Oh,
Fanfinis does get
Splandy.
past
Splandy has an
B-Right,
explanation.
If Fanfinis does get past B-Right, B-Right will win the championship by 1 point.
Splandy has given information about the reason the safety car is out here. 2 cars spun and blocked the track, so a few drivers hit them. Those drivers are Maggi, Time for F1, Splandy, and Xavi. Wait, Nathan, can I ask you something?
Yep.
Can us stewards disqualify a driver from a race for very poor driving?
I have to have a look in the rules, but there is a disqualification penalty on one of them, so and I don't know which rule it is.
Yeah. But just take a look at it, I'll hear it from you, don't worry.
So, Maxi Block, who had to come from 9th on the grid, is leading this race. He's done everything he needed to do today, everything and more. But B-Right is the driver in 2nd position. All he needs is a podium to be champion. He's in 2nd, but he has Fanfinis on his tail. Fanfinis has a time penalty. Ben does not need to battle him. Deadly's got a time penalty. Potentially might be removed, we'll see. But he doesn't need to battle him. Then you have Banter Brandon, his Red Bull teammate. So potentially it is B-Right's race to win, his championship to win. Does he battle with Fanfinis? I don't think so. I don't even think he wants to be near Fanfinis on the track. And Fanfinis still, again, going really close to Ben. It's such silly driving here. He's just making me nervous, Fanfinis. Fanfinis is driving like an idiot.
Nathan.
Yep.
I do know the driver of the day already. Burn my land.
Okay, yeah, fair dues.
Burn
Safety
my
car is
lander.
in this lap. So, safety car is in this lap. We go racing again. We're going to have 2 full laps left. There's going to be no DRS till the end of this race. I know Ben. I know Ben is so worried about Fanfinis being behind him here.
Yeah.
I'd be worried as well because we know what Fanfinis is like.
Yeah, and it would be such a shame if Ben gets taken out by Fanfinis.
Oh, if he gets deliberately taken out, then you know it'll be a different story. But let's just concentrate on the race. Hopefully none of that happens. Hopefully we have a nice run to the line, a nice end to this race. We're about to go racing once again. Fanfinis gets a really good exit on B-Right. B-Right's got a bit more grip as they go down into turn 1. B-Right is going to go in front of the Mercedes. And Fanfinis is gone!
Mercedes spun it!
B-Right could not have asked for anything more beautiful than Fanfinis spinning it behind him. Here comes Banter Brandon on Deadly as well. Maxibot is leading this championship. All he needs now is B-Right to make a mistake. B-Right needs to make a mistake for Maxibot to be crowned world champion. Maxibot will be hoping and praying that B-Right makes a mistake, but the Bristol boy is on his way to becoming world champion once again. Here in Realistic in the Red Bull, he can be crowned here tonight. 1.5 laps remain. He's got that gap, he's got his teammate behind him. He just needs to nurse it to the line now. Maxi Block has done everything everything he needed to do today. The Belgium driver has been nothing short of inspirational here in Abu Dhabi, but there's nothing more he can do but hope for a miracle in the night sky of Abu Dhabi.
Honestly, if you wanted a spectacular race, you've come to the right place.
Absolutely. This is Formula 7. Maxi Block goes on to the very final lap. He's done everything but win the championship today. And Maxi Block goes on to the very final lap as the race leader. B-Right is going to try and nurse that car home. That is Splendid, Matt Robertson. Matt G, that is a McLaren off the track. Zetu, that is Henke. That is Jack as well.
Matt Robertson and Jack.
Oh,
I think they've touched.
Xavi, Splendid, time for F1. What a dive from Xavi. Time for F1 coming right back at him. Splendid is there. Time for F1 in the house. He's in the top 10 at the moment. Incredible.
How has this happened?
Unbelievable race. Max Block comes out of turn 7. The Ferrari driver is phenomenal. From 9th on the grid, he is going to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix at the moment. Banter Brandon on the back of his teammate. It's going to be a double Red Bull podium. Deadly's had a tremendous race. So has Godzilla in the Aston Martin. The Haas of Time. Splendid in the Alpha. Maggi in the Alpha. Oh, wow. Zetu is right there as well. Henke getting that move on the Haas driver. It is Maxi Block that comes out of turn 14. The Belgian driver of Maxi Block all season long has been battling it out with the British driver, but Maxi Block comes through to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Be right, you are the world champion once again. Be right is crowned world champion. Banner Brandon takes a podium. Xavi is out, but Be right, you are the world champion. The Red Bull driver has done it once again. He's held his nerve. He's done everything that he needed to do. He was up against it today, but he's done it. He's crowned champion. The Red Bull's cheering. The Bristol boy is bouncing. And Maxi Block, commiserations to the Belgian driver. He did everything but be crowned champion. He won the race. He did it from P9. Commiserations. What a race for the Belgium.
Amazing drive by Ben. Amazing drive by Maxi. Amazing drive by Brandon. All three didn't have the best of luck today. However, they kept it clean, all three of them. So props to them. And hopefully next season we can see a teammate battle between Maxi and B-Right.
Absolutely. Here is your final standings. Let's have a look at the podium. There he is. The man in red, the Belgian boy, Maxi Block, taking the race win from P9 on the grid. There is nothing more that man could do today. And what a race it was. It's a double Red Bull podium. An amazing race. Congratulations to all involved. A thriller. An absolute thriller to the end. Separated by only 5 points in the final standings. There you have it. Let's have a look at the final standings. It is Maxi Block that wins the race from 9th on the grid, but it is B-Right that finishes P2 and is crowned world champion. Maxi Block was a few points ahead with 2 races to go, but it's B-Right who's been crowned. Banter Brandon in the Red Bull takes the other podium after a couple of incidents. He is another podium sitter, brilliant stuff. But Godzilla in the Aston Martin to take P4 was unreal. There was a brilliant drive from some of these. Zetu finishing in P9 as well. Another great drive from the Haas. We've got 2 Alpha Tauris, an Aston Martin, 2 Alphas, a Haas and a McLaren in the top 10. Unbelievable.
Wow. Most controversial top 10 I've seen this season so far.
Yeah.
No, wait. I've seen this season because the season is over. Never mind.
Henke did get the fastest lap. We talked about that at the start. We said that's what he would do to take it away from Ben. Honestly, there is nothing more that Maxi could have done today. He gave it everything. He should be so proud of himself. We will move on to the interviews as well. We will start off. Let's just go to the intermission screen. And we will start off with Banter Brandon. Is Brandon here? I don't think Banter Brandon is here. So we will go to your P2 Championship contender and your race winner here in Abu Dhabi. What a season, what a drive, what a driver. Maximock, how are you, mate, and how are you feeling?
Nathan. Brandon's coming.
Let's go straight to Brandon. Brandon, P3, you helped your teammate, you got a podium. What a drive, what a comeback. Talk us through that, mate.
Yeah, it was a really difficult race out there, loads of incidents and especially getting caught up in them. Really hard starting on the hards as well, there's just no grip. And I wanted to help Ben more this week, but yeah, I couldn't help him as much as last week. Yeah, all that matters in the end, Ben got the championship, we got constructors, that's all we needed.
No, you're absolutely right, Brandon. That's all you needed. All you needed to do. You helped your teammate out. Like you said, you couldn't help him as much, but I still think you put in a really good show in there. You tried to defend him at times, especially from that 1-2. You tried to come up through the grid. You stayed away from him near the end there. I seen you just backing off and letting him just nurse the car home so he didn't make any mistakes. We seen that he was just lifting off and you just stayed behind him, not affecting him. It was just a cracking race. I can't imagine what the atmosphere was like over there in the Red Bull party.
Yeah, no, to be fair, we kept it calm. We knew what we had to do. We knew priorities. We just had to all keep our composure and just stay put, do what we normally do. And yeah, to see Ben win the championship after everything that's happened this season, it didn't start off great between us. I wasn't there as much, but I think as the season's progressed, we just got closer and closer and just built that relationship up. And yeah, to see him win it makes it worth it.
No, you're absolutely right, Brandon. What you've done for Ben on the second half of this season, what an extraordinary teammate. What a way to leave Red Bull. You will be fighting against him next season in the Ferrari garage, but for now you are a Red Bull driver. You are a Red Bull Constructors Champion. Another podium sitter. Brilliant drive. Well done. And on an amazing season, Brandon.
Thank you, and I'd like to say thank you to Harvey as well. I know he's a bit immature at times, but he has actually been a good team boss. One of the best in the league. Not too serious, but he knows how to put up a fight. So yeah, thanks to Harvey, and yeah, congrats to everyone in the championship, and thanks for coming.
Yeah, cheers, Brandon. Thank you so much, mate. Well done. So we do move on to your P2 Championship sitter and your race winner. What an extraordinary drive. Maximock, how are you?
Well, of course, this win is a bit particular.
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling, but of course, like, I can at least be happy that I'm the driver with most wins this season.
You are. Four race wins. Yep.
So yeah, very happy of the race. Of my race, of course, because from the race itself, not of course, because Ben had no difficulties today. No one was at his pace then, no there. I got murdered in quali, so I had a difficult job in hands, but I think just it made me even more with nothing to lose. Did my race, just looked at myself, did different choices, took risks, and it paid off at the end. Now, yeah, about the championship, I mean, the Ferrari was maybe a bit lower than the Red Bull, but was still one of the greatest cars I could have drive. But there are two turning points in the season, and it's France, where I lose 6 points because of a mistake of myself as well to fight.
Yeah,
and the other turning point is last week to spin on that last lap.
Yeah,
because
you're right,
I didn't believe in me enough the whole season, but especially here till today, I never believed that I would have win in Abu Dhabi. So in Suzuka, I took more risks than I had because I was expecting to be not able to win myself. So took stupid risks, and that's the only regret I can have. It's my own fault. If I kept it clean, stayed even with that P5 in Suzuka or P4, I don't even know what position I was battling for. I could have gone today for the title, and as well 3 wins on the 4 last races. I showed myself to trust more in myself. Didn't put much of practice as whole season long, but then here at the end, I never believed I could fight for anything, you know. And at the end, practicing, learning the car, and then I started working on my own setups for the Ferrari car. Also a big shout out to Dennis that helped me a bit at the start to explain me a lot of things. So, but when you walk on this car, you can do miracles, and I'm very happy of my season, of course. I think
I would be as well.
Can be something else, and very happy of my race today. I think one of the, after the race of last Sunday, finishing P2 from P16, this one, I think Abu Dhabi is a race where I can do big things, achieve beautiful races. So, no, very happy, and congrats to Ben, of course. To not bottle it or anything, because it's not always easy to not bottle it. It's always easy to bottle it, especially here.
You're right.
No, but we've seen it. It's a tricky car with the rear grip. We saw Fentonio spin, Brandon spin, Henke spin, a lot of drivers spinning, and he kept it on track. So congrats to him. We will see what next season will bring. It will be equal cars between both of us next season. So
exactly, both
driving
in the Red Bull.
And
yeah.
I hope we can bring you excitement like this race.
I hope so.
Along.
Yeah, I absolutely hope so. It was a brilliant drive, Maxi. You started from 9th on the grid. You did everything you needed to do today, mate. It was such incredible to watch. You know, and even from the crash in qualifying, that was nothing to do with you. Like you said, pinpointing 2 situations throughout the season. France for me was a huge one, and obviously that spin on the last lap in Japan was obviously another one, like you said. I'm sure you will be back next season stronger and better than ever. You will be in that Red Bull. You will be the teammate to your rival. I can't wait to see that one. Commiserations on the championship, Maxi, but congratulations on being such an amazing competitor and an amazing challenger for the championship, mate.
Thank you, and thanks of course to be there on comms every single week, more than 1 day a week, and thanks to you, Trubo, and the whole team after everything, because even I'm just fucking enjoying every race, you know. I love it.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, and thank you so much, Maxi. It means a lot. Just want to say thank you to Jay Bentley in the chat as well. I really appreciate your comments. It's nice to see you here, and we're going to get to that moment as well, the moment you've been waiting for. We are going to get to the world champion of Formula 7 Realistic, B-Right in the Red Bull, champion, constructors champion. How are you, mate?
Vamos!
Vamos! What a drive. Unbelievable stuff. 5 safety cars. You had to hold on. You had to do it again. You were like 10 points behind with 3 races to go. You've been crowned champion. Just let it all sink in and talk us through it.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't really fully sunk in yet. Just what an unbelievable race. The amount of safety cars there was. Yeah, really tough, really stressful race, to be honest. But
yeah,
no,
I know, I felt it.
Absolutely delighted with how the race has gone. Just straight away to Maxi. He's been a level competitor. He's pushed me to my absolute limits in that Ferrari, so I dread to think what he's going to do in that Red Bull next season. Yeah, I'm trying not to get choked up a little bit. Just what I've been through in this game the past 6 months, since sort of I've had a real downfall, and then to come back and to put my car where it is now, it's unreal really what I did at later stages of gold as well. But to Maxi, yeah, he's been absolutely brilliant. He's not just a friend, he's one of my best mates, you know. So it's sort of mixed emotions to be taking this away from your best mate, and as well to my team, Brandon. He's been brilliant, like he said in his interview. All he's done is be by my side since the beginning, really. Yeah, we had our problems at Hungary, but we overcome them, and we knew we would. And he said, Ben, I'm going to be by your side until that final race. And same as Harvey as well, as I got him as a team boss for next season with Maxi, of course. And no, yeah, just I'm absolutely delighted. It's starting to sink in a little bit now. World champion again with F7 for the third time is yeah, you might say it's realistic. You know, I've got the fastest car on this grid, but trust me, there ain't some drivers that got to push me to
Mate, some of the best drivers we
actually,
have are in realistic, and it's just, it's so competitive, but also it's so, because it's realistic, there's no ghosting, anything can happen, it's just so competitive, and when it comes down to it as well. And I just want to talk a bit about the race there as well, Ben, because your season has been incredible. You always show up near the later stages of the season, always. You have done ever since you came to Formula 7 right at the start. You always show up near the later stages, but throughout the race there, I was nervous for you. I can't imagine how you were feeling, especially, I've got to point out, when Famfers was on the back of you under that safety car. Jesus.
Well, I mean, I did have my own moments there. I did have to say to myself, I really hope Famp doesn't ruin this. Just let me and Maxi go at it. And fair play to him. He was a bit earlier on the brakes each time with me, and he did just let me go at Maxi. So I wasn't really worried towards the end of that race. He did get a bit close on the safety car, which I was also worried about.
Yeah.
But no, I can put enough trust in Famp when it comes down to races like this. As well, I do want to just point out as well, I could easily report Maxi tonight, really, because he did cross the white lines in the pit under that safety car. His car was fully in under the line, so if I did report it, he probably would get a 3 seconds, I'd get a race win, but there is no point. I am to become world champion, and I may as well let Maxi have, you know, that race win, and even if it's in such disappointment for him as well. But no, it's unbelievable to see the support I get in the chat as well. My mum, my girlfriend, my friends. It's out of this world. Even down to Micah's parents, his mama, as I call her. She watches every race I race in on Sunday, a Monday, and a Wednesday. So even my friends like Billy, Matt, and people like that, they're just unbelievable. But yeah, the real people I have to thank is my girlfriend and my mum, and Micah's mum as well, because they just give me the support each week in, week out. But yeah, obviously my team as well, they've been absolutely outstanding as well. And as like I said to Maxi as well, it's like I said, it's mixed emotions. I mean, like I said, Maxi's such a great friend of mine, and yeah, it's unbelievable. But when I first ever came to F7, I never dreamt of being in the position I am today, to be a part owner with you, to be running this league, and to play my parts in what I play in. It's absolutely unreal, and yeah, absolutely delighted, Nathan. But yeah, so the support I get is the main part. I'm a real, I get touched really easily at my heart, and I get touched really easy. And when you see just such positivity, it's absolutely unreal. Yeah, really, really pleased.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Ben. You've come into Formula 7 right from the start. You know, you co-own this amazing league with me, with 240 active drivers and so many supporters and followers, and it's so amazing to see your girlfriend supporting you every week. I mean, you think, oh, it's only racing online. It's esports. You practice. You put in so many hours. You race. It's strategies, and you know, you're competing against racers from all over the world. And then you go in, you become double world champion in gold, you come to realistic, third season back, and you go and be crowned champion. And it's so nice to see the support from your mum, from Micah, from everybody in the chat as well. Like you said, it is so incredible to see.
Yeah, and it's just unreal. Just like, yeah, again, thanks to Micah, my mum, Micah's mum, and I can't forget Micah's brother as well. I forgot him in the last shout out I was meant to give him. So to Jules as well, they're just unbelievable. You might think it's just on the PlayStation, but even when I'm over there, they're saying just go race, go practice, go do what you got to do. And but no, to my own mother as well. She's been through a rough time lately, and I know how proud of her she is to see me doing something like this. She's so supportive. But so mum, I love you to bits. I love my girlfriend to bits, and I love her family to bits as well. So no, but we won't keep it too long. And to you, Nathan, as well. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be in this position. We all are today. So yeah, thanks for your comments, mate, and to Super True. That's jumped on with you as well. He's been absolutely outstanding. He might be on his keyboard from time to time, but he's been outstanding. But no, thank you ever so much, and that's it from me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ben. Amazing season, amazing drive, an amazing job you do here at Formula 7 Racing in your own league with me and with the team as well, and all the support. So congratulations on being crowned the world champion of Formula 7 Realistic, mate.
Thank you, mate. Cheers, I really appreciate it. Just
Ben?
yet again to Brandon and Harvey, thank you ever so much for what you've done for me this season. Harvey, let's keep going next season, mate, and Brandon, I wish you all the best next season as well. And I'll look forward to for you to be my rival again. So yeah, thank you ever so much.
Cheers, Ben, and I love you too, Ben's mum.
Ben, I'm just gonna say this: you're getting a video later of me doing a shoey. I promised myself that if you won the championships.
Thanks, mate. I'll look forward to seeing.
You're gonna see it appear.
There we go. Formula 7 Realistic Championship. What a way to end. What a drive, what a season, what a driver, what a pairing Maxi Bock and B-Right, head to head all season, right to the wire, separated by 5 points when it finished the season. I want to say a massive thank you to every single person that has tuned in from day one, that has supported, that has donated, that has subscribed, that has just even turned up and watched the racing. But most of all, I want to thank the team with Ben alongside me, and with all the league directors, admins, the stewards, all the drivers. It would not be possible. It really wouldn't, and everybody does an amazing job. Formula 7 Realistic, Formula 7 Racing and Fantasy F7, it wouldn't run without everybody. It really wouldn't. And people take time out of their days, out of their work schedules, to put in time and effort so that somebody can turn up and race. And that's what makes it so special, when you've got drivers from every single corner of planet Earth turning up and racing in a league called F7, and it really makes it worth it. What a way to end the season, with a world championship on the very last day. We are going to be back with you in 7 weeks' time. We will have some special events on in the meantime. Make sure you stay tuned on Instagram and everywhere else to have a look at that, even Twitter now as well, just to keep informed about any of the special events. Thank you all so much for an incredible season. Once again, it has been emotional, amazing, enthusiastic. It's just been fantastic. So thank you all so much, and we will see you again in a couple of weeks.